Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in to This Dude Bakes. We're going to make this pate choux here today. Pate choux is used to make the shells for cream puffs and eclairs that you see as dessert sometimes in the buffet. So what I have here in the saucepan is 8 ounces of milk, 8 ounces of water, 8 ounces of butter that's been cubed up, and a pinch of salt. And we're going to put it on the stove to bring it to a boil over medium heat. And then I have 12 ounces of bread flour. Once that comes to a boil, I'm going to put this bread flour in and stir it up real good. And then we'll be transferring it over to this mixer over here, and then we'll be adding eggs to finish up the pate choux batter. Okay everybody, so once your milk and butter, water, and salt come to a boil, you want to take your bread flour and dump it in. You want to keep stirring it. You want to dump it all in at once. And keep your burner on medium heat, and you have to keep stirring it until it forms a nice mass and pulls away from the sides of the pan. Sometimes this can take up to 3 minutes. Okay, I better use this spatula instead of that whisk. You want to make sure all your flour is blended in really well. So this is what it's going to look like when you're ready to transfer it into a mixing bowl and put it on like a stand mixer. So I'm going to put that in right now. And what you want to do is you want to place this on your mixer and mix it on low for a few seconds, maybe even up to a minute, just to release some of the steam. And the reason you want to release some of the steam is so that when you dump your eggs in, when you pour your eggs in, it's not too hot, so that you want to make sure it doesn't scramble the eggs while you're getting ready to mix them in. So right now this is how it looks when you're releasing the steam. So what you want to do is slowly add your eggs, about 2 at a time. I'm going to increase this speed just for a minute here. And you can tell when it's ready, when you've got enough eggs in and it's mixed well enough, when it starts to slowly fall down the paddle. I'll show you here. Okay, so now I've got my pate choux batter ready, and what I want to do is put it in this pastry bag that I fitted with a decorating coupler. Because that's about the size that I need it. Don't need to use tip on this one. What I'm doing here is just piping some eclair shells and some cream puff shells on this same pan for the purposes of this video. I'll show you what they look like before I put them in the oven. And I've got my oven preheated to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm going to put them in right now. And I'll be back in a little while to show you what they look like when they come out of the oven. And if you want to put a little more shine, if you want to get a little more shine on your cream puffs and eclair shells, you take some egg wash and brush them before you put it in the oven if you want. That'll help them shine more. Okay everybody, so you want your Pate Choux to be more crisp on the outside, and you want it to be dry on the inside when it's done. And one of the ways that you can tell, well, there's a couple ways that you can tell. You can always cut one open, but another way that you can tell if they're done or not is you can take it out, and if you can listen to it, you still hear it crackling. That means it's not quite done yet. So it's still crackling just a little bit, so I'm going to leave them in for a few more minutes. Okay everyone, so now my Pate Choux is ready. I'll show you what they look like when they come out of the oven. Hopefully you can see that pretty good with the camera. And just to give you an idea what they look like, this is what they look like when they're first piped out onto the pan. And this is how big they get. And like I said, if you don't want to cut one open to make sure it's dry in the middle, if you don't want to like waste one that way, just take it and make sure you got a glove on or something to keep your hands from getting burned. But take it, put it close to your ear. If it's no longer crackling, then it's done inside. If you still hear the crackling, then it needs to go back in the oven for a little bit more time. Alright? Alright, so thanks a lot for watching This Dude Bakes, and I hope to see you soon with more videos. Have a good day.